Morning guys, I hope we're all fit and healthy to kick off another week. You know the standard, got 5 minutes before we kick off so I can faff around with my technology and so you guys get the chance just to get yourselves set. We're going to do a strength versus power workout today. What does that mean? Well, basically if you want to go heavy during the strength section and then we back it up with a bit of a cardio kick, still with weights, or we go for power, so you're going to go a tad lighter. So we've got a heavy followed by a light or moderate heavy where we're going to really push it to try and get our heart rates up. So you've got your strength element followed by your power element. Both of them are going to be weight related. And then you've got a bit of fun. After every block of that, you've got a 2-minute challenge. So again, we're going to focus on, well, muscle, fatigue, and then we're going to focus on the cardio side of it by accelerating the heart rate with body weight stuff as well as weighted stuff as well. I'm just going to check in and make sure I can see what's going on. So if you've got any questions or anything, you can kind of tap away and we'll get kicked off in about 3 minutes. Let's see who we've got. It'd be good to know who's training this morning. And if you are catching up, heavy weight, I've got a barbell loaded quite heavy for my strength element. And then I've got 2 dumbbells, which are, I'd say, well, light, depends what you're doing with them, but light for my power element. And I've got a bit of space for my 2-minute challenge. I have planned for 4 blocks. So we've got a block weighted, and then we follow it up with our 2-minute challenge. So that's a block in its entirety. There are 4 of those. Could be fun. Probably going to be vile, but in a good way. Let's see what we've got then. Let me just tap on there. And then I can interact with you a little bit more. How are we doing? Hey? Another Monday. Are we ready for this week that's ahead? Or are we thinking roll on December? Let's have a look. Come on, computer. Love a bit of technology when it plays up. Nope, not having it. Well, there's 2 of you watching. Don't know whether one of those includes me. Now, here we go. Right, who's taking part this morning then? I know there's a little bit of a lag on the screen, so I will give you a chance to get yourself set. Barbell, loaded, heavy-ish, whatever you consider to be heavy. Oh, so morning check-in, cool. So I've got a heavy bar for my strength element, and I've got 2 dumbbells for my power element, and I've got my space for my 2-minute challenge. We're going to focus on a whole body again. Technique is key, so please, if you're not 100% sure about what's to come, do a light one today, so stick light all in all, and then if you want to replay the workout later on, or well, not necessarily today, but at a later date, you'll be a little bit more prepared. We've got deadlifts as our heavies. We've got some curtsy squats. I'm loving the curtsy squat, so that's going to feature quite a lot. We've also got upright rows, and what else did I went for? Oh, overhead tricep extensions. So those are going to be your heavy weighted elements. So if you kind of consider what you think is heavy for those moves, and then when it comes to our light moves, we've got things like clean and press, squat and calf raise, although I'm going to challenge you on the squat and calf raise. You've got push press, and you've got dumbbell swings. That could be quite interesting, couldn't it? Well, we'll see, won't we? So shall we get a quick sound check? And guys, if you can give me a heads up as to whether we're good to go or not. So I'll let you kick back in because there's a little bit of a lag and a delay. So if you want to give me the thumbs up or whatever to say music's okay, we can still hear you, and we're ready to go. So what we got? We're going to do a little bit of a warm-up to begin with. So whilst you're getting yourself prepared and hopefully giving me a sound check, start with a nice easy jack. So nice easy jumping jacks. We're going to get the whole body warm because once again it's a whole body movement. Thank you, Soph. Keep the knees soft, keep the chest lifted, and just get those arms moving as well as your legs. Your option to step out, to take the impact out of the joints. From here, it's going to get our glutes and hamstrings a little bit warmer. Squat, jump, touchdowns with the jack at the bottom. Option is just to step the feet in, again, taking the impact out. But keep the chest lifted and reach down to the ground. Pushing your knees out and wide. Nice job. It's going to be a short-ish warm-up because we've got a whole lot to pack in. But the good news is, whole body's getting warm. So all we're going to do is repeat those 2 moves. Second minute to get warm. So jumping jacks. Get everything moving. So we're ticking all the boxes. Now it's going to be a sliding scale as well. All that means is to begin with, we go for longer on the heavy section and we go shorter on the power lighter section. Squat, jump, touchdowns. Again, keep those chests lifted. Reaching down, sinking into it. So I'm pushing my butt back in down. I'm staying looking straight ahead. Pull the shoulders back. 15 seconds. And then we're going to get cracking. 5, 4, 3, 2, recover. Right, so round 1, we've got heavy and light. They're going to go back to back. 45 seconds of your heavy move, 15 seconds of your light move. Your heavy move is a conventional deadlift, so it's an overhand grip on the bar or your dumbbells, chest up and you're touching down. When we switch, I'm switching to the dumbbells for my clean and press. So set the bar, go. So all I'm doing, chest up, feet underneath the hips, pulling my shoulders back and looking straight ahead. So I'm tapping the bar down. If you're not 100% sure of this move, stick with your standard deadlift, just like your body pump move, where you push the bar into the thighs and take it to knee line, just above. If you want to stay with the conventional, this one, then bend your knees. It's like a semi-squat. Squeeze your butt to get the most out of the glute activation. And then get ready to switch to clean and press with a lighter weight. So put the bar down, switch it. So with the clean and press, if you've got the barbell and it's relatively light, there's nothing stopping you shifting those weights. But if you've got the dumbbells, you're going to find that it may be a tad trickier because both arms are having to work independently to shift those weights, and you may have one stronger side than the other. That's the heart rate raiser, right? Right, ditch them, come back down, straight into the heavy deadlift again, straight in. So this is where we can get our breath back. So get your breath back, ish, because the demand on the body stays high because of the weight that we're now shifting. So just because the move is slower doesn't mean it's going to be any easier. You're doing well, team. Stay with me. Now, in 10 seconds, we go back to the clean and press. 5, 4, 3, 2, switch it around, clean and press. Now, use the little knee bend. This is where the power comes in. So the power, using the whole body to get a little bounce as you catch, and a little bounce as you press. Right, now you're used to the moves. You've got 5 seconds. We're going to switch back to our 45, 15. Right, lose those. 45 seconds. Deadlifts. Third round. You got 4. So third round within this block. How you doing? Not exactly easy to answer that question, is it? Now, my feet aren't wide. They're They're under my hips. And I'm squeezing. Got a nice overhand grip on the bar. Keeping that chest up at all time. You should feel this in your back. You should feel it in your butt. You can feel it in your legs a little bit as well. 10 seconds, team. And then we've got the clean and press. I think the timing's gone out the windows already. 3, 2, switch it. Clean and press. Ooh. Now we're trying to get a little bit more of that kicker. 5 seconds, guys. And then we're going back to that bar for the last round. Right, switch it. Back to the deadlifts. Back to the deadlifts. Breathe through it. Doesn't give you a lot of time to think, does it? Squeeze the shoulders back and down. So don't let your shoulders get pulled forward. Really rip them into place by squeezing them back. You got 10 seconds and then the final round of clean and press. But it's not over. What if I put with this one? Whole press up. You've got a 2-minute challenge coming up. Right, bar down, clean and press, go. Come on. You're gonna get a very generous 15 seconds after your clean and press to shake down and then go into a 2-minute press up challenge. Now it's an AMRAP. As many reps as possible. Recover with those. Now I'm not expecting you to do millions, but what we want to try and do is reach fatigue. You've got 2 minutes just to smash out as many press ups as you possibly can, and if you need to, you shake off at any given point. Knees or toes, guys. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Now with the press ups, knees or toes, what you want to make sure you're doing is your chest reaches elbow crease every single rep. Your butt's not in the air, but in the same respect, your hips aren't dipping either. If you feel like fatigue's kicking in, then drop to your knees. If you feel like you can't do any more, just sit up, shake out, and then try and get a couple in every now and again. This is an endurance test. So now we've got strength, we've got power, and we've got body weight endurance. Oh, they're all a challenge in themselves, aren't they? I'm going to give you a time check. You're 1 minute in. 1 minute in. Again, if you need to drop to your knees, do it. Oh. Try not to let your head drop. So keep your chin up, looking ahead to regain and retain that neutral spine. Oh my life. Thanks, Neil. Oh. Come on, you got 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Drive out the heels of your hands. Brace everything. How many of you hate me right now? It's a good job you can't answer. We've got time afterwards. You go ahead. 10 seconds. Come on, hang on in there. 5, 4, 3, 2, recover. Right. How are you doing? Show those arms off. How exciting is that? That's block 1. So much more excitement to come. We've got 3 more of those, and they're all going to follow the same format. So, spoiler alert, if you hate that one, you're going to love the rest. You've got 1 minute, generous, of recovery. 30 seconds to go. Here's what's next. Ooh, it's a curtsy squat. Now, I did say I'm going to challenge you in your squat round. So in your squat round, if you don't want to squat to light, a bit of a faff, stay heavy. So if you don't want to squat to light, stay heavy. That's what I'm going to do. Not because I want to, because I hate faffing about. So, get the bar on the meaty part of the back. We're going to do 30-30. So, put one leg behind the other, off at an angle, not directly behind, because you'll be lunging, and you're going to curtsy squat. So you've got 30 seconds where you're going curtsy squat. If you find that your balance is off and you're not a fan, stick with a standard squat. So just be standing feet outside your shoulder distance. Right, change legs. So stick the other leg behind and curtsy squat on the other. Curtsy squat. Now the curtsy squat, I love. And the only reason why I say that is the only way I get my glutes to work. Because I've got a really lazy, well, we'll call it a glute. I've got really lazy glutes. 10 seconds, and then this is where we're going to elevate the heart rate a little bit more. You've got a squat and calf raise. So set the feet just outside of hip distance and then drive onto the toes. Drop and drive, drop and drive. So with the calf raise, sink into the squat, butt to knee line or thereabouts, and then drive up onto the toes. About an inch or so under the heels. Right, that's your first round. Back into curtsy squat. So put that leg behind the other, straight back into the curtsy. Breathe. So can you see, the weight is the demand. The kick is the weight and the calf raise at the end of the curtsies. 10 seconds, and then we do the leg. Now you'll feel it in the outside glute of your front leg. Change legs. Oh, make sure you've got your balance. So if you need to take the time to reset, do it. Don't want people falling over. That wouldn't be such a good start to the week. 10 seconds, and your squat calf raise coming. Ready? Squat and calf raise. Get that position and set. We've only got one more of these before we move into your 2-minute challenge. Feeling it? Are you feeling it? So as I'm dropping into that squat, I'm still making sure I push my knees wide. Don't want them buckling and folding in. Looking after the joints. Take that leg behind. Last curtsy on this side. Driving out of that front heel. So driving out of that front heel is a massive demand on that front leg. That's why I challenge so much. It's a good one for the core as well, because your balance is tested. Ready to switch legs. Change. Now make sure you keep those elbows driven under the bar so your chest remains lifted. It's a lot to think about, but it's worth it. 15 seconds. Oh. Come on, get this. Oh, here we go. Right, set for the squat calf raise. Last 30 seconds. Now fatigue should be really coming through now, massively. And you're gonna hate me for what this 2-minute challenge is. Can you guess? I bet you can. And I bet you're all shaking your head. Now why would I pick this move? Because it complements squatting quite well. Lose the bar, 2 minutes, burpees. So your burpees, Hit that squat position. Put your hands directly under your shoulders. Kick out long. And make sure everything's braced tight. Remember your options. You can squat, walk it out, walk it in, stand. Or bodyweight squats. Whatever you need. There's always something you can do to keep moving. Try and keep looking ahead. We want to maintain that neutral spine. So at the end of every round, we're getting it. You got that kicker, big kicker. And it's a big kicker. Come on, stay with me. 1 minute down. 1 minute to go. Come on, hang on, guys. Now, if you're going faster than me, brilliant. If you're moving slower than me, no problem. This isn't a competition between anyone but you and you. So, set your own bar. And whatever you manage to set this week, or today, you've got something to chase after. And that's one of the best things about fitness. You can always learn from it. Even on the days where you don't feel you're performing quite well. It's a lesson to take from it. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, recover. I'm going to be generous again. 1 minute. 1 minute. Ooh, this one's going to be fun. So, we're hitting shoulders next. Here's what you need to know. We're going to go heavy, upright row, but don't worry, 15 seconds. 15 seconds that, then 45 seconds of push press. So, you've got a heavy upright row, and then you've got a light push press. This is going to absolutely burn, so just be prepared for that. And then, oh, the 2 minute challenge is going to be, well, I'm going to leave it as a special, to be honest. 10 seconds, are you ready? So your upright row, you're going to keep the bar close, bring it to chest line. Ready? Go. So just 15 seconds. This is pure strength. So we're not using a high pull. It is just a strict upright row. Elbows remain higher than the bar. And don't let your wrists overtake. Right, lose the bar, straight into push press. So dumbbells all my life, or if you've got a light barbell, by all means go for it. Now with this one, knee bend. Knee bend to help absorb and help drive. Oh my days. So shoulder burn. Try not to let your elbows drop lower than your armpits. You've got a nice 90-degree bend at the bottom. 15 seconds. 10. Then we're going back to that upright row. You know when you sit right in these things. Upright row. Yeah, when you sit right in these things, you think, oh, that'll be all right. 5 seconds. I'm loving this one. You ready to switch it? Right. I don't want to play anymore. Are you ready? Come on. Now, if you need to, you can always bin it. Oh, go to 1, so you can get more reps in. If you're lighter, thinking the weight's not challenging me, good, because we're going for power. And when you go for power, we want to be explosive in the movements. So really make sure you're pumping that weight up and down. 10 seconds. And then we're going into the upright row again. Change it back, upright row. Last time. Last time, all fatigue. Now, the 2-minute challenge is going to be a whole lot of fun, especially after that. Lose that, back to the lightweight, bump it up, 45 seconds. And then, we've got our 2-minute challenge. Now your 2-minute challenge is going to be a way to get up. So we're only going to use one dumbbell. 10 seconds. And all you're going to do, you're going to get up with the weight above you, and then get down with control, and then change arms. If you're not sure, take a look. So, grab the weight above your chest, overhead, and then come down. You can control it on the way down, then change. Arm above chest, keep it up if you can, get yourself up, and then get yourself back down again. 2 minutes of that fun. Go. Again. Wrote this while sitting down on the sofa last night, and I thought, oh, quite enjoyed that. Oh. Now that weight there, that should be really giving you a fight. You're working everything. You got your core working. Oh. You got your shoulders working. You got your legs working. And I'd say your heart's working as well. Find whatever way is best for you to get up and down. Option is just to ditch the weight. Put your hand overhead and you're just using the one hand to help you up. Good news, guys, 30 seconds. And then this 2-minute challenge is over. Can you feel everything working? I have a feeling I'm going to headbutt something in a minute. I reckon you can get one more in. 5, 4, 3, 2, recover. Right. I think probably the answer is no, not really. You got 1 minute to chill out. 1 minute. And then we're in our last block. We're going to combine triceps, swings in your last strength and power. And then we've got, what I went for, oh, we're okay. The final AMRAP, oh, piece of cake compared to what we've just done. Maybe, we'll find out. So, 2 moves, tricep extensions and then swings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go a little bit heavier. If you've got a kettlebell, you can always use a kettlebell. I haven't. So what I do is I use my dumbbell to swing. Okay, but move number 1 is a tricep extension. Overhead. So I'm going to use a plate. So you ready for this? It's a 30-30 round. 30 seconds of overhead extensions, 30 seconds of swings. You've got 10 seconds. Being generous, you've got 1.5 minutes to chill out. Did you want it? Ready? Go. So take the plate to the back of the neck. You can stand in a split stance if you want to. Soften the knees and keep your elbows pinned in nice and tight. Elbows should stay pointing to the ceiling. You've got 15 seconds and then we're going to switch to the swings. So this is your strength element. Strength, controlling that weight in the down and up phase, and then the power, switch. Power comes from the swings. So keep your chest up and use that snap movement. Squeeze your glutes. You can take it overhead, or you can take it to chest line. Try not to let the dumbbell or kettlebell rip your chest down. Switch back to the heavy plate, overhead extensions. Ooh, second of third. So this is your second round. So you can see we slow the movement down in the strength element. And when it comes to power, we're using a little bit more momentum rather than muscle. Although there is some muscle contribution. Oh. Switch back to the dumbbell. Brace everything. So dumbbell or kettlebell, you'll feel this in your back, your core, your glutes. Right, back to it, last round. Overhead extensions for 30, swings for 30, and then we finish on your 2-minute challenge. And that will be 30 minutes flat out. 15 seconds. Oh. Right, switch it. Grab that dumbbell. Come on, finish it nice and strong. And then it's body weight. 2-minute challenge. The snap of the hips and the thrust is what should get that weight moving. Not your arms. They're just holding on for your life. Right, hit the floor. Your 2-minute challenge. Press ups. Right, with your press ups, try and go military style. So cross your arms so you're not using momentum to throw your body weight up. Crossing your arms and letting your hands rest on your front, so your shoulders, your delts. That is going to take any way of you throwing yourself up. So if you're throwing your arms up, you're using momentum. We don't want to use muscle and core strength. Now, if you're struggling to sit up fully, that's fine. Do a crunch. Chin to chest. Come on, we are a minute and 10 off the end. A minute and 10. And then, Monday morning, sorted. You got a minute left. How many of you are gearing up to return? Hey? Remember, your gym teams will be on the floor, so if you do end up going into the gym and you're stuck for ideas, pick their brains. That's what we're here for. So if you're not sure about techniques, we're there to support you guys. So, you'll have learned loads from all the online classes, from the variety that all the different instructors bring. So, be confident in some of the things that you can put together. So I'm sure you've got a few skills, and if in doubt, ask, because that's what we're here for. You've got 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, job done. Team, how are we? That was strength versus power. Are we okay? As always, any feedback, positive, negative or indifferent, pop it in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed the workout. If you are going to repeat it at a later date, let us know if you've done anything differently. Did you manage to go heavier? Did you manage to do more reps in the 2-minute challenge? What have you got out of today's workout? Stay in touch, guys. You know we're all here to support you, so happy Monday. Catch you soon.